It's crazy.
Whether it's Cardi B, Lil Nas X, Harry Styles, individually, they're not these rotten, horrible human beings. I actually think Harry Styles is probably a very nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I actually think it's the people that are using them that are the sinister, evil people. Meaning, why did Billboard decide, right, to name Cardi B Woman of the Year? She should never win that title because she's admitted openly that she's robbed and drugged men. She should never, ever be allowed by Bill Cosby standards, right? She should probably be in prison according to Bill Cosby standards. She's openly admitted to drugging and robbing men, right? Who made that decision and why did they make that decision? These are the questions that I ask my audience to ask themselves. At the same time, Harry Styles, okay, cover of Vogue, great accomplishment. Why do they want him in a dress? Why couldn't he? I've seen him wear a suit. He looks lovely in a suit. Why is Lil Nas X making a Satan shoe and straddling? Who is picking these people and putting them in the most public and applauding them and saying, this is great, this is great, this is great. Like I say, a lot of...
Wow. Just me on an internet day, bruh. I am doing live stream and YouTube at the same time. Can y'all believe this? This is for you guys out there. Oh my God. This is wild. Let's see some of these comments. Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year her first year as a woman. Ain't that something? Never even had a period. Ain't that something? Dave Chappelle. Wow. Harry wearing a dress affecting everyone and making them mad is hilarious. X. Bottom line, who decides who to admire and who must be canceled? This is so sad. I'm concerned where humanity is headed. They do use them. Thank you, Candace. We are living in a society where wrongdoing is celebrated, given thousands of likes and applauded. Modern apocalypse. Cardi B saying the drug men and Harry Styles wearing a dress are not comparable things. My bad. Exactly. If any guy out there was to say he drugged and then robbed women, it would be such a big deal. But Cardi says that nothing happens. It's kind of like you can watch fights on YouTube all day and the channel doesn't get a strike. But if you talk about fighting someone while you're on YouTube, you can get banned from commenting. Shit just doesn't add up. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. I love Harry Styles. He just seems like a genuine, loving, kind person. Personally, I think he rocked that dress, but everyone else will have different opinions. She is speaking so much sense in a shock, so true that we need to wake up. Wow, this is crazy. This is me on internet day, bruh. Let's see some more.
A 19-year-old pistol whipped during a home invasion ended up in a scary fight for his life in Wyandotte. Two intruders used a ladder to get into an open window on the second floor of his family's home near Eureka and 5th. Aaron was hit with the gun and pinned to the ground, but says he was eventually able to knock the weapon away.
Yeah, so they got up through the front window right there. It was real scary because I was in my room whacking one out, and then all of a sudden, my window, I see two dudes going through it. I'm in the middle of, beating it. And so right there, I was embarrassed, but at the same time, I had to do something. And so before I can even react, they jump on me, start pistol whipping me. I got a dog I trained for scenarios just like this. That bitch was asleep, had to take matters into my own hands. And so I pulled some Avengers type shit, jump on top of him, pause, started bitch slapping him, having fun with it, pause. And then I actually ended up robbing him. Before he left, I told him, give me 20 bucks, get the out of here.
Bruh, that's not real.
150 in 5 minutes.
You do 150 in 5 minutes right now. If you do that, then I will do another challenge. I'll go, I was gonna say bald.
You're gonna go completely skin fade like me. You're gonna be mini Pudgy G. How long was that?
You still had 16 seconds to spare.
You do 150
Wow.
in 5 minutes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, me? Well, just spider stuff. Okay, time to run some tests.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Sharon.
Shall we conduct an altitude test?
Yeah, I guess I should do some work.
Always good to have the data.
On my way. Just need to find a clear path and somewhere to swing from. Oh yeah, it's go time. Field testing, here I come.
was this?
What's going on? Time for some field testing. Here goes something. Hey, what's going on, guys?
What the hell?
Me? Ah, you know.
My child's gonna get an African name. I don't care. Real African names are wicked, man. I was at this casino in South Africa, right? I'm playing blackjack. I look at the dealer, right? It was an African dude. I think they put this guy there just to confuse you when you're gambling. Because I looked at his name tag. I swear to God, the guy's name was spelt exclamation mark Xobile. And I'm like, how the hell do you say that? So I'm not from there. I thought I'd take a shot, right? I'm like, yeah, could I get another card there? Could I get another card there? Dobile! See, because I thought you had to start big, you know? Because the exclamation was at the beginning of the name, right? Like, if it was a question mark, I'd be like, Dobile? But it was an exclamation, so I'm like, Dobile! And he looks at me and he goes, please do not yell in the casino. I go, I'm not yelling, man. I'm just trying to say your name. He goes, that is not how you say my name. I go, well, how do you say your name? I swear to God, man. The guy goes, my name is pronounced Bile. He had a clip in his name. My God, I'm gonna get an African name. I don't care.
Black lives fucking matter. They fucking do.
And no one said they didn't. Let me spit some facts for you. 500 federal buildings and countless businesses. And let's not forget $3 billion in property damages. We know that Black Lives Matter. That's fucking sense. But let's go back and take a look at some major events. I know you remember Lincoln. He literally freed the slaves. And let's not forget when they desecrated all those graves. Joe Biden fucking played you. And he sits there now and gloats. Like, how the fuck can you give that man 80 million votes? He supported segregation and met with the KKK. And let's not forget that crime bill that he signed that one day.
Black lives fucking matter. They
Well, first of all, were dragons real?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, maybe they didn't fucking breathe fire, but flying lizards,
To me, it's if it doesn't breathe fire, it's not a dragon, so I'm going to say no.
Throughout history, across all different unconnected cultures, Mayans, Romans, English, Greek, Chinese, Southern African, Northern Africa, all these different cultures, they all have paintings, pictures, depictions of large lizards with wings. But how did the Mayans and the Romans in the same time period draw dragons? Like birds, in order for an animal that large to fly, it would have had to have had hollow bones. In order for these dragons to fly, their bones, and be the size that they were depicted as, their bones would have had to be incredibly, incredibly light. Thus, they would have been these hollow bird bones, which don't fossilize for the most part.
Not only do I think it's interesting, I'm 100% convinced there are dragons.
Well, first of all, were dragons real?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, maybe...
Checkmate, Polo.
Just to be honest with you.
Stop.
Y'all don't know the reference to that.
I have Asperger's. Yes.
Which is a form of autism, correct?
Right, yes.
What would you say is a characteristic or a particular behavioral pattern you have which is different than a normal person, for example? What do you do that's not normal?
My direct family members say something to me and I do not care and I have zero empathy towards what they're saying, or if people I don't know, like if people don't come to me with their problems because I don't understand, you know?
Gee, how come people fucking I don't care. Oh, what happened to Mary? Oh, what? There was 5 people on a train track. Oh, no. Fuck. Don't care.
I have autism.
Wow.
We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth. To Sir Charles Chaplin, who battled McCarthyism into exile. To Christopher Steele, who tried to pull a thorn out of the paw of an ungrateful beast. To Christine Blasey Ford, to Colin Kaepernick. He'll stand for the anthem when the anthem stands for him. And to one of my friends, my good friends, and one of the greatest artists of our time, Robert De Niro, whose life was threatened also this week, along with many other incredibly decent people who bring joy to the world, who've been dedicated to it for years, for decades. How dare they besmirch those people? We in America are misinformed.
Nice.
Reality shows have warped.
Remember the night Kobe Bryant wouldn't shoot the basketball against the Suns one year? I went off on him after the game. I said, hey, listen, we all big Kobe Bryant fans, but what he did tonight was just total bull. He wouldn't shoot the ball. He was trying to prove. I think he shot one time in the second half, and it was brutal. I mean, he was just trying to prove a point. He didn't have any help. So he starts texting me after the game, calling me every freaking name in the book. And this goes on for about 3 hours. That's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning now. You know, we work till like 1:32. I said, yo, man, pick up the freaking phone and talk to me. But he was calling me every name in the book. Because I get back to the hotel, and it's like 2:30. And we text each other probably another 10, 15 times. Well, his texts were like cursing me out. I'm like, yo, man, I explained to you why I said what I said. And then, like I said, when we saw each other the next year, he said, yo, man, you know what? You were right. And that's the thing I admired about Kobe. He says, Chuck, you was right and I was wrong. I said, yo, man, I love you. You were wrong that night. I'm not trying to, these kids today, counsel anybody. Remember the night Kobe Bryant?
Right.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
We was in a meeting and then we was talking about the movie, getting ready to do the movie, and Jackie didn't say nothing the whole time. He was just like shaking his head.
He's so fast. You know, mostly people like, Jackie, the movie is really good for you. I understand, you know. And Chris Chuck, I just,
Who died, Lee? You. Detective, you?
I pulled the director aside after me. I said, does he speak English, man? It's no way we can do this movie if he don't speak English, man. I got to have him communicate with me.
He like to talk and talk so quick. None of the word I understand. Not you. You. Who? You. Who?
That was the whole thing I came up with. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I was like, the first time I met him, I was like, do he understand English? Does he speak English?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You think men are important? Like for what?
We'll take a break.
Did she really say that? I just lost some respect for Cher. Or was she just asking genuine questions?
Do you think men are important?
That's crazy.
Do you use the N-word? Nigga? Yes. Now, that's an offensive word to some people. And how? In what terms do you use it?
I don't know, man. People have to understand I grew up in a different time. So where that word is just a word. It has no effect, but it is a double standard because there's certain people who would get offended if someone who doesn't have the skin tone of me says it, like, which is really weird, you know? Like, then they're keeping the original meaning of that a lot. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, if a white person says
yeah, like if a white person says it.
Isn't it derogatory?
Like, it's derogatory because your skin isn't the same color as mine. But why when it's just weird that a lot of people still get, you know, upset with that. And it's like, I don't know. I think you give certain words power.
Are you saying it's just a word?
Yeah, like, if you choose to be
Is there
offended,
any word
you
that
could call me a nigga and I would not give a fuck.
Do you use the N-word?
I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out. No need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive, 1999 heroes. I ain't worried about it right now. Swimming in the floods, dancing on the clouds below. I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
He said, I know the system is rigged because I use it. I said, God damn,
He's an honest liar. At first debate, I'd never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire screaming at the top of his lungs, this whole system is rigged. And then he said, if you want me to pay my taxes, then change the tax code. But I know you won't, because your friends and your donors enjoy the same tax breaks that I do.
Of course I do. And so do all of her donors, or most of her donors. I know many of her donors. Her donors took massive tax write-offs because the people that give her all this money,
What's up, Go?
That's why. Very important to Wall Street
What's up,
people.
Go?
Which I believe Hillary's leaving.
This is,
Yeah, very interesting why she's leaving carried interest. I absolutely used it. And so did Warren Buffett. And so did George Soros. And so did many of the other people that Hillary is getting money from.
With that, my friends, the star was born.
So I'm doing like YouTube and I'm doing my Twitch at the same time. I gotta put reacting instead of reactions. YT. Oh shit, Amy. Go. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that right there. Go here. There we go. Oh, it's faceless. Just change my name to match my online PS4 name, but it's Gold G. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's faceless. All right. Yeah, I'm doing like YouTube and reacting to videos because sometimes I do reaction videos on YouTube, so I'm doing recordings at the same time. So my YouTube is actually watching me live stream while you guys actually watch me record at the same time. Little experimental thing. You know what I'm saying? See what?
At first debate, I'd never seen anything like it.
Crazy.
I hear burning in my backwood, that's the only thing I smoke. Roll up that Marty Josh Fox scrap jock pack. Doing Lil D, Ricky, Moses, and scrap. Bam, getting smoked now.
Wow.
Did Michael Jordan make this man retire with just 5 words during this shot? Notice Mike's hands down, strange. And also notice that the man shooting is just 5'3", because as the story goes, in the 1995 playoffs, the shortest player in NBA history, near NBA All-Star Muggsy Bogues, took a shot that could have sunk Jordan and the Bulls, but instead of playing defense with the game on the line, Jordan would stand back and yell, "Shoot it, you midget," and watched as Muggsy not only lost this game, but also watched as this shot made Muggsy retire. As it was reported, just 1 year later, Muggsy would tell his coach, Johnny Bach, that this game had ruined his career, as the Hornets did end up losing to the Bulls in the 1995 playoffs, and Muggsy, he never averaged over 10 points per game again. Story over. Right? Only in a recent development, Muggsy Bogues himself has spoken up on this controversy and said,
"Well, you know, MJ, you always like to with me. He always called me short, little fella. He always called me little ass. They say that he called me a midget, which is not true."
Who do you believe? Did Michael Jordan make this man retire with just 5 words during
Well, if he
this
says he
shot?
didn't call it, he didn't call it. Unless your voice isn't high enough. Yes. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, son.
Yeah, you can imitate just about any popular rapper today.
I think so.
So if I give you some music, you start rapping, I'm gonna call out the different rappers' names. You wanna do it like that?
It's got to be a rapper that looks like I can't do. If it's somebody
don't
that
worry,
looks like
don't worry,
then I can
don't
do
worry,
it.
don't worry.
If it looks like Eminem,
Charles,
I might
listen
do
to
it.
me.
I can't do it.
Listen to me. Listen to me, Charles. You clearly to us don't look like you can do any of them.
Sure.
So, and first one, give me some Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
1, 2, 3 until the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogger Dr. Dre is at that door, ready to make an entrance. So back on up, cause we're going to put the strap out and cut and get. Say it again. Not cutting.
Okay, LL Cool J.
Uh-oh.
You might have to take your shirt off for this one.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at your wall in the back of my mind. And then
Oh my God! Who is this dude?
A bullet is so deadly, not because of the amount of pressure it has, but because it's such a small surface. If you reduce the surface area, you increase the pressure. So what most people do when they throw a punch, they don't think about how their hand lands. So stay still. If I land with the flat of my hand, or if I land with one knuckle, you feel the difference. It's the same amount of force. It's concentrated, you see. So if you whack, whoosh, and it's one knuckle, it snaps the bone. And that's where you twist, because it aligns your knuckle better. If you keep it straight, you need to flat your hand.
That's a massive difference.
It's massive. People don't know. People don't realize it, do you think? Because it's too much force concentrated in a small area. So if I'm punching, let's say at 100 miles an hour, let's say, I'm going to do more damage if that lands in the smallest area possible, like a bullet. So that's why you twist. You want to get your knuckle in. And even with the glove on, you want to land with this knuckle in the middle.
Jay.
These two can break.
Trying to jump scare me. I'm watching a positive video.
Because of the amount of pressure it has.
We going through the internet today, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a variety streamer. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about whatever, bro. I'm checking out some of these reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm also shooting YouTube at the same time.
There's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
Doing both. Doing a little bit of both. Doing YouTube and live at the same time.
every penny. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent. Actually, I feel stupid telling you this. I'm sure you would have investigated the matter yourself.
Yeah, fucking A. I don't need no smart wife-killing banker to tell me where the bear's shit in the buckwheat.
Of course not. But you do need someone to set up the tax-free gift for you. And it'll cost you. A lawyer, for example.
Bunch of ball-washing bastards.
I suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money. If you get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. Nearly free of charge. I'd only ask 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers.
Nice.
Do you trust your wife?
You're gonna look funnier sucking my dick with no teeth.
What I mean is, do you think she'd go behind your back, try to hamstring you?
Step aside, Mert. This fucker's having himself an accident.
You don't push him off the roof. Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
What did you say?
35,000.
35,000?
All of it.
All of it?
Every penny. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent. Actually, I feel stupid telling you this. I'm sure you would have investigated the matter yourself.
Yeah, fucking A. I don't need no smart wife-killing banker to tell me where the bear's shit in the buckwheat.
Ooh.
Of course not. But you do need someone to set up the
How's the
tax-free gift.
PlayStation? Is it still going? It's still alive, man. It's still alive. But
I could set it up for you. That would save you some money.
Man.
You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you.
I mean, between
Nearly free of
Christmas,
charge.
kids,
I'd only ask
trying to do what I'm trying to do as far as this is concerned. Like, if I'm one of the higher ups, I get it. Like,
your wife.
I'll have that money. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not easy, man. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. You know, anybody that ever wants to do like live streaming for Twitch, live streaming for YouTube, content creation, video editing, some of these people out there, they got teams that help them do that. You know what I'm saying? The people out there like freaking Beast, Ninja, all those, you know what I'm saying, all those big time Pokemon, all those big time streamers, you know, they got a team helping them out. You know what I'm saying? It's not just them doing all their stuff, you know. And me, I'm staring at, you see me looking over here very often because I'm looking at 3 screens right here. There's 3 screens, you know. There's a gaming screen, there's a laptop, you know, there's another freaking screen right here, you know, which is wide shot, you know. So when I'm looking at different videos and everything, you'll see me looking over here. But then when my chat is right here. You made 3 you Maven 3? Oh, you moving 3. Oh, moving 3? I want to say moving 3. Let's go with moving 3. I'm so jealous. Well, monitors are not that expensive. You know what I'm saying? Once you got your 2 monitors here, you know what I'm saying? You got a laptop, right? So you have a computer or whatever case may be. Monitors are not really that expensive. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just screens. You know what I'm saying? They just feed whatever you tell it to feed. They're not like televisions. Televisions got, you know what I'm saying, they could connect to the internet and all this other stuff and do all this crazy stuff nowadays. Monitors, you know what I'm saying, depending on the size that you want and where you want it, you know what I'm saying, that's completely different, you know. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, but I don't think my PC can do 2 monitors. What do I got? I got a capture card. That's what it is. You use it. Let's see. I use a capture card. Let me see. How are my monitors plugged up? Well, my one monitor is used for my PlayStation. I really don't push anything over to that direction. Um, and I think I use it strictly for PlayStation. But my other monitor is laptop monitor and then a separate monitor completely all together. So that's how that rolls.
Funny, you're sucking my dick.
A bullet.
Sick.
I have kids.
We got here.
Sick of boys in their little muscle shirts.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
What?
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just gonna be honest. There are so many better things to do than exercise.
It's about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that.
It hurts me to see how corrupted you are.
And can cry. So it's okay to be weak.
It is okay to be fat.
You work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
In their little muscle shirts.
That is very, very controversial. That's always very, very controversial. You know what I'm saying? Because like masculinity is a thing. You know what I'm saying? So is femininity. You know, depending on what you want to do with it or how you want to see or how you want to see fit, it's completely up to you. Got you, huh? This world, man. I work out because I want to be jacked. Got a problem? We'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's completely okay. You know, like whatever you want. Like those are real things. Masculinity, femininity. That's real stuff. You know what I'm saying? People act like that's a thing you just throw by the wayside. If you a dude, you a dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're a female, you're a female, and that's okay. Why is it like not okay to be those things anymore? Like, it's crazy. You won't get ads if you're a subscriber. Sorry about that, Jason. But it's completely okay to be a dude. Like I'm a heterosexual dude. Like, and I have no problems with people that want choose to either be gay or bi or les or you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to be. You know, I'm like I got nothing to do with that. I can't control what you want to be. You know, like, people crack me up. Like you know what I'm saying now, but I have a problem with us going into a world to where like it's. Like people starting to make you feel like it's bad to be what you know what I'm saying straight. Like like why is that such a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? Like sorry, you know, like that's crazy.
I have kids and I lie to them. I get high around them too. People say you shouldn't do that, but they don't see it. They say you shouldn't be intoxicated around your children. Well, I'm not. I'm high. Call it elevated. It's a different thing. The people who have a problem with that, they don't understand what getting high is. What do you think? What's the worst thing that can happen if I'm a little high around my kid? They're gonna get extra hugs and daddy's gonna be paranoid about objects. Oh, look out. Don't go there. I have a 6-year-old daughter, man. Our conversations are normally pretty boring. But when I'm high, I'm like, you know, you call that thing your baby, your doll, you call it your baby, but you know it's not a baby, right? Yeah, I know it's not a baby. One of the things I didn't expect is you have to lie to them. Like, you don't have to lie to them about a lot of things, but you have to lie to them about Santa Claus. Because when it comes to Santa Claus, you don't want your kid to be one of two things. You don't want your kid to be the first kid that tells everyone that Santa Claus is bullshit, because that kid's an asshole. But you don't want your kid to be the last kid that figures out that Santa Claus is bullshit, because that kid's a moron. So, I have kids and I love them. I get high around them, too.
Ooh!
You're a good soldier, choosing your battles. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back.
That's soccer like that?
Everyone's watching.
Bruh.
You know it's serious. We're getting closer. This isn't over.
Dang.
The pressure's on. You feel it.
That's not a foul? Oh, she flopped.
A 2-year-old screams at a restaurant.
Oh,
the entire restaurant screams.
teach that kid how to act. We're all unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write. Simulation, a 2-year-old jumps on a coffee table and someone says, "That's a coffee table, don't jump on that." So it went from being something that makes him feel like Superman, he's got his cape on, to something where he has to think about this person's like a family member he doesn't like anyway. He's 2 years old, he doesn't give about a coffee or a table. And he's starting to like calculate all these things. And by the time you're 40 years old, you've got a wall full of coffee tables calculating you into traffic, calculating you into your career choice. A 2-year-old screams at a restaurant.
Sometimes Kanye
restaurant.
says things, it's like, holy shit.
If I weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of nachos, am I 1% nacho?
What?
If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?
Dude, what are you talking about?
Bruh, which orange came first? The color or the fruit?
Huh? Oh, wait, you got a point there.
If two vegans are arguing, is it still considered beef?
Was there something in that apple juice you drank?
If you were born deaf, what language would you think in? If you get out of the shower clean, how does your towel get dirty?
Mm-hmm.
If Apple made a car, would it still have windows?
All right, I'm going to bed before I get a contact high from listening to you.
Dude.
Bruh.
If I weigh 99 pounds.
This doesn't feel like the right place. And we'll
Okay.
anything just to be a kid.
You can skip that one.
I remember an incident when
Oh,
we were
yeah.
playing dominoes for the big game.
Hey,
I
ho.
got a lot of money on it. And I got a run of fives. And anybody that knows dominoes, I got 4 fives in my hand. And I'm like, look at, and right here, this guy that was watching had snitched on something. And so boom, 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 boom. They hit him about 6 times in the back with a knife. Bang, bang, bang. And he falls on the domino table. And I got this run of fives. And I remember going, oh my God, wait. I'm trying to push this guy.
So he was in the middle of getting killed.
Yeah, and I'm now when somebody gets stabbed, you have to get away from there. Because if you're near there, you did it.
Right.
Do you understand? So I'm like, no, wait, I'm getting, everybody's come on. And we got away. I got back to my cell with this damn run of fives. Everybody had thrown their dominoes away. I got into my cell. I still got this damn run of fives. And I was laying there in my cell, and it hit me. What am I becoming? I remember an incident when we were playing dominoes.
Damn.
Big game because a lot.
Can you believe that chemicals you can buy for $1 that you can't even name, 40 or 50 chemicals that you've never heard of, you can't name, you don't know where they come from, all combined to try and taste like fucking watermelon, that you set on fire electronically and inhale deep into your lungs, the most unnatural chemicals you can possibly think of, produced cheaply in China, is dangerous for you? Can you believe that? That if you set all these chemicals you've never heard of on fire, from fucking oil and petroleum and fuck knows what, and you get it deep into your lungs, it might actually be bad for you. Surely this unregulated liquid that manages to somehow taste like fucking forest fruits, made from literally petroleum, they fucking got it out. What's that thing in school you learn where how they refine oil? What's it called? Fucking that thing. Something furnace. You motherfuckers know. And they put oil in and they get petroleum and kerosene and all these different things. And fucking vape. Vape comes out in the motherfucker. Can you believe?
Sell me this pen. It's an amazing pen. It's for professionals. It's a...
Uh-oh.
Sell me this pen.
Uh-oh.
It's a nice pen. You can use the pen to write down thoughts from your life so you can remember.
Uh-oh. So, here we go.
Sell me this pen.
Well, this pen works, and I personally...
Sell me that pen. Why? Pen? That's my boy right now. This pen. Fucking sell anything. Do me a favor. Write your name down on that napkin. I don't have a pen. Exactly. Supply and demand.
Yes! Yes!
Sell me this pen.
Yeah.
The thing is this with women, at least for men, we can deal with a girl and she rejects you and you get rejected. You know you fucked up, she don't like you, whatever. Men, however, is different. He'll reject you covertly. You won't even know. He'll fuck with you, maybe take you on a day or two, have sex with you, not call you back, not take you serious, whatever, and you'll never know why. And the reason why a lot of the times is because you did something that made you a non-candidate for anything serious. So you now get put in the sex-only lane. And that happens to so many girls, and they don't know why. And I'm telling y'all, a big reason why is because girls act like dudes. They think it's acceptable behavior, and it really isn't. It's just that most guys are not going to step up and say, yo, you're acting like a nigga. This shit's unattractive as fuck. They don't want to say that shit because they're gonna lose the box. You're gonna probably shame them. You're insecure, small dick energy. You're scared of me. They just don't want to deal with it. They're gonna fuck and then do what they gotta do to fuck, and then they're gonna move on to the next girl. Men don't care about your problems. They're gonna find a girl that isn't gonna have the problems, and that's who they're gonna wife up. The thing is this.
Damn. Hey, Jay, is that true? Are you married? I don't know if you're married or not, but is that true? Oh, damn. Damn. Holy shit. Dude, is that facts? I want to know. Is that facts? Is that facts? I want to know if that is facts. Is that facts? Oh my god. Is that a fact? Oh my god. That damn.
I watched the Thor movie, and I'm saying, gee, I want to know, how much did that hammer weigh? I'm still curious. Oh, okay? What did that hammer weigh? And I heard a sentence in the movie that enabled me to calculate how much his hammer weighed. Wow. They say, hammer forged in the heart of a dying star? Oh my gosh, I'm an astrophysicist. We deal in dying stars. I got this. Hide some dense stuff going on in a dying star. I filled out the density, and I tweeted it, and I said, if Thor's hammer is made of, in the way the movie says, it has the weight of a herd of 300 million elephants. That's why nobody could pick it up. I watched the Thor movie, and I'm saying, gee, I want to know, how much did that hammer weigh? I'm still curious. Oh, okay? What did that hammer weigh? And I heard a sentence in the movie that enabled me to calculate how much his hammer weighed. Wow. They say, hammer forged in the heart of a dying star?
Cat picked it up.
Oh my gosh, I'm an astrophysicist. We deal in dying stars. I got this. Hide some dense stuff going on in a dying star. I filled out the density, and I tweeted it.
Anybody else say
and
it?
I said,
Say
if
it?
Thor's
Say that?
hammer is made of, in the way the movie says, it has the weight of a herd of 300.
Why can't we take the salt out of the water?
You can. It just takes energy. Who's paying for the energy? Where are you getting the energy from? It's an energy thing.
But I would think that would be very valuable. I mean, think about how many people buy
It's not
bottles of
valuable
water.
enough yet. That's the point.
Well, is it that
It's pure. It's
or is
just
it
it's
that
just money, dude. It's just money. You can ask, what does it cost to ship a half pint of water from Fiji? What does it cost to bottle that in Fiji, ship it here, relative to desalinating the ocean? It's cheaper to ship a pint to Fiji. There'll be a day when that's not the case. And future wars are going to be fought over who has access to fresh water.
Why can't we take the salt out of the water?
You can. It just takes energy. Who's paying for the energy? Where are you getting the energy from? It's an energy thing.
But I would think that would be very valuable.
I love Snoop. D-O double jizzle. That can't be right. Snoop told me during the break that once he had a DNA test that found he is only 71% black. That true? Unless my math is wrong, if you're 71% black, you're 29% not guilty. I love Snoop. D-O double jizzle. That can't be right. Snoop told me during the break that once he had a DNA test that found...
So the Across the Spider-Verse teaser has just been released, so let's break it down. So firstly, everybody's favorite iteration of Peter Parker, Insomniac's PlayStation 4 character, is in this film. And do you guys think this is Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man? We've also got the PlayStation 1 game character in here as well. And the Amazing Spider-Bag Man is here too. I didn't really like this version, but we've got Unlimited Spider-Man here as well. And Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 2019 is pretty unstoppable. And pretty much all of the Spider people seem to be after Miles Morales. And long time coming, Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman is finally in a Spider-Man project. So once again, they're balancing Miles Morales' more intimate, homely storyline with the incredible Spider-Verse stuff.
Nice.
Do you know what happens when a person sucks on a cup with their mouth for 15 minutes? Just recently, this internet celebrity Guy Speed saw a challenge from a fan during a live broadcast.
Yo, I just seen somebody say.
Why has he got so much stuff on his
I always wanted to do that.
desktop?
Seeing the guy's incredibly confident expression, I knew his next performance would not be a disappointment. He found a cup, and then he sucked his mouth into the cup. After a brief 7 minutes, the guy slowly removed the cup. Looking at his slightly puckered lips, he was very pleased with himself, but he still felt that something was not perfect, because he felt his lips were still not pouty enough. So he had another daring idea. He took out his long-awaited glass, ready for another 15-minute challenge. After a long wait, the end was near. It was time to see the miracle. Do you know what happened?
Oh my God. All right, YouTube. That is the end of that. Oh my God. This video was long as hell, and I gotta upload it. But that is awesome. Let's end the note on that one. That was awesome. Ding! Leave the comments below. Leave the comments below. Oh my God. Make sure you hit me up on Twitch. Oh my God. That is a perfect ending. Oddball challenge. Oh my God. Sucking on a man. Do people know about blood flow? Never mind. I ain't gonna. Internet undefeated since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of its, of its infancy. Unfreaking defeated. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm done. I'm done. YouTube, make sure you guys hit me up on Twitch. This is a long video. You know what I'm saying? If you guys watched it with me, you guys see my reactions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Peace.